Another day, another story.
Explore surprising facts about the 1-cent coin. Welcome to Tabo Eminent Channel.
1. The word penny and its variations across Europe, including the German Pfennig and the Swedish Penning, originally denoted any sort of coin or money, not just a small denomination.
2. Offa, an Anglo-Saxon king, introduced the first English coin known as the penny around 790 AD. It was made entirely of silver.
Today's British pennies, called pence, when referring to a quantity of money, are worth 1/100th of a pound and minted in copper-plated steel.
3. The official term for the American penny is 1-cent piece. However, when the US Mint struck its first 1-cent coins, then the size of today's $half and 100% copper, in 1793, Americans continued to use the British term out of habit.
4. Benjamin Franklin reportedly designed the first American penny in 1787.
Known as the Fugio cent, it bears the image of a sun and sundial above the message, "Mind your business." A chain with 13 links, each representing one of the original colonies, encircles the motto, "We are one," on the reverse. 5. Along with the first US penny's design, the phrase "a penny saved is a penny earned" has been attributed to Benjamin Franklin.
Visitors to the Founding Fathers' grave in Philadelphia traditionally leave 1-cent pieces there for good luck.
6. The copper content of US pennies has declined over the years due to rising prices. The expensive metal makes up just 2.5% of 1-cent pieces minted in 1982 or later. Nickels, dimes, and quarters, on the other hand, are mainly composed of copper. Still, today's pennies cost more than their face value, an estimated 1.8 cents each, to produce.
7. In 1909, Teddy Roosevelt introduced the Lincoln cent to commemorate the 100-year anniversary of the 16th U.S. president's birth.
At the time, it was the first American coin to feature the likeness of an actual person, as opposed to the personifications of liberty appearing on earlier designs.
50 years later, the Lincoln Memorial was added to the penny's reverse, complete with a tiny representation of the statue within. 8. The image of Abraham Lincoln on today's American pennies was designed by Victor David Brenner, an acclaimed medalist who emigrated to the United States from Lithuania in 1890. Born Viktoras Barnauskas, Brenner had fled his native land after being persecuted for his Jewish ancestry.
9. As copper supplies became vital to weapons manufacturing during World War II, the US Mint decided to cast the 1943 penny in zinc-coated steel. Nicknamed Steelies, these coins caused confusion because they closely resembled dimes. They also rusted and deteriorated quickly.
10. In the 1980s, US military bases overseas abolished the penny and began rounding all transactions up or down to the nearest 5 cents.
This is the system Canada plans to implement later this year.
The penny coin is a small denomination of currency used in various countries. Its design, composition, and value vary depending on the country. Here are some general facts. United States penny value, 1 cent, 1/100th of a US dollar. Material. Modern US pennies are made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper.
Before 1982, they were primarily copper.
Design. The obverse features Abraham Lincoln since 1909, commemorating his 100th birth anniversary. The reverse has changed several times, from the wheat ears, 1909 to 1958, to the Lincoln Memorial, 1959 to 2008, and currently a Union Shield design. Significance. The penny is the smallest unit of currency in the US. Despite debates about discontinuing it due to production costs exceeding its face value, it remains in circulation. British penny. Pre-decimal and decimal. Pre-decimal penny. Used before 1971 in the UK, when the currency system changed to decimalisation.
The old penny was 1/40th of a pound. Decimal penny, introduced in 1971.
A modern British penny is 1/100th of a pound, 0.01 pounds. Material, initially bronze, later copper-plated steel or other alloys. Design. The obverse features the reigning monarch, currently King Charles III. The reverse has varied, including the iconic Britannia and later designs showcasing different aspects of UK culture and heritage. Fun facts: historical use. Pennies have been in use for centuries. The term originates from penny in Old English or denarius in Latin. Cultural symbol. Pennies often symbolize luck in idioms like, find a penny, pick it up, all day long you'll have good luck. Collector's item. Rare pennies, such as the 1943 US copper penny or ancient British pennies, are highly valued by numismatists.
The origins of the penny. The penny dates back over 1,000 years.
The term penny derives from the Old English word penning or pennig, and its use as a denomination traces to Anglo-Saxon England around the 8th century. These early pennies were made of silver and were valuable, often representing a significant portion of a laborer's earnings.
Roman influence. The penny's name and concept were influenced by the Roman coin denarius, a small silver coin used throughout the Roman Empire.
Norman England. After the Norman conquest in 1066, the penny became the foundation of England's monetary system. Iconic designs and features over the centuries, penny designs have become iconic and reflect the artistic and cultural values of the time. Wheat penny, US. Produced from 1909 to 1958, this design featured 2 stalks of wheat on the reverse and remains one of the most beloved among collectors.
Indian head penny, US. Minted from 1859 to 1909, this penny featured a Native American woman in a headdress, symbolizing liberty.
British Britannia. A proud symbol of the British Empire, Britannia appeared on British pennies for over 200 years, showcasing a figure of strength and maritime dominance. Penny black stamp connection. The penny black, the world's first postage stamp issued in 1840 in the UK, is indirectly tied to the penny, as its cost was 1 penny.
Famous pennies in history. Some pennies have fascinating stories attached. 1943. Copper penny, US. During World War II, the US Mint produced pennies using steel coated with zinc to conserve copper for the war effort. However, a few copper pennies were accidentally struck, making these rare coins worth tens of thousands of dollars today.
Double-headed penny, often considered an error coin. These have 2 heads or tails and are sought after by collectors. British cartwheel penny, 1797. A large and heavy coin, this penny was issued to prevent counterfeiting and featured a detailed design of King George III. Modern-day debates. The penny has sparked numerous debates in modern times, particularly in the US and Canada. Cost of production. In the US, producing a penny costs more than its face value. Environmental concerns. The mining and processing of metals for penny production raise environmental concerns, further fueling calls for its discontinuation. Cultural significance. Pennies are often used as symbols of luck and small blessings in various cultures. Good luck, the superstition. Find a penny, pick it up, reflects the penny's association with prosperity and fortune.
Wishing wells. Tossing pennies into fountains or wells is a tradition linked to making wishes, dating back to ancient Roman practices of offering coins to water deities.
Charitable giving. Penny drives and collection jars have long been used to raise funds for schools, churches, and charities. Collectors' fascination for numismatists. Pennies are an entry point into coin collecting due to their accessibility and variety. Key date collections. Collectors often seek specific years or mint marks, like the 1909 SVDB Lincoln Wheat penny. Condition matters. A penny's value is greatly influenced by its condition, rarity, and historical significance.
Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel.